Not all exercise is suitable for everyone. To reduce the risk of injury, consult your doctor before participating in this or any other exercise program. If you feel any pain, discomfort, or dizziness, do not continue. The creators, producers, participants, and distributors of this program disclaim any liability or loss in connection with the exercise and instruction herein.
Welcome to Power Yoga, Mind and Body. My name is Adrienne Reed. Our theme for today is boats, so we're going to do a lot of work with Navasana, very challenging class, so definitely work to pace yourself throughout this class. When you're ready, let's warm up through the abs to start. Go ahead and lay down flat on your back for me. Beautiful. Go ahead and tuck your hands behind your lower back to protect your tailbone and your hips. Thumbs can either be in a diamond shape or in together. When you're ready, drive your heels up toward the ceiling. Flex your feet just slightly. Slowly lower your heels all the way down to your count of 10. So taking your time, again, working up through, warming up those abs. The longer your legs are, the longer it takes for you to get there, the more work you're bringing to your abs, so you're really taking your time through that. And then once you get down there, go ahead and release your hands out from underneath. You can draw your arms overhead. Use the strength of your arms and abs. Come on up to a seated position. Beautiful. So we're going to talk about Navasana, about boat. We're going to talk about the leg positions, the hand positions that you can choose with it. So when you're ready, guys, I want you to go ahead and put your hands behind your back, fingertips facing towards your body. You should have a tiny bit of weight on your hands, not too much. And we're going to bend your knees. Position 1, it's just to have your big toes barely touch the mat. Make sure you're engaging through your core and keeping your lower back nice and straight and strong. Position 2 is to float to a tabletop position. So you bring your heels up the same height as your knees. Third position, where it gets a little tougher, is to drive your heels straight up so your legs are nice and straight. Don't lose it through your lower back when you get to that position. So you don't want to round in to straighten through your legs. I'd rather have a straight back than straight legs. And exhale, go ahead and release that. You have a couple choices for hand positions, and let's talk about those with your feet flat on the mat. So you can either leave your hands behind just as we did. That's a little bit of support. Try not to put too much weight into your hands so you don't lose the stretch. You can open up your hands to the sides. You can draw your hands together. So whatever feels best for you, again, use those hand and leg positions to optimize to a stretch that's good for you but not too aggressive. We're going to do 26 minutes of boat here, so get ready to work through. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and float up, and you guys pick the hand and leg position that's comfortable for you. Float up into a nice boat. And let's go 10 breaths there. While you're here, I want you to leave your focus on your breath. We're going to inhale in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. So keep your breath really rhythmic. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So it keeps your breath really rhythmic and lets you get through your 10 breaths really effectively. So 10 breaths here in a nice straight boat. Any arm position you choose, any leg position you choose that makes you get some nice work through your abs, nice work through your lower back, but not too much. Pace yourself. After your 10 breaths, come on out, release. We're going to counter our Navasana, our boat work today, with a forward fold. So go ahead and straighten up through your legs. And I just want you to relax and fall forward. So I want you to relax through your abdominals here. Don't worry about lengthening through your front body as we normally do in Paschimottanasana. Just relax and kind of roll your shoulders forward and release through your obliques and through your abs. Beautiful. Let's go one more good breath here in that forward fold, and we're going to again we're going to use that every single time we release out of a boat today as a counter pose. When you're ready, float your torso upward. We're going to go back to a nice traditional boat. We're going to introduce some oblique work into it. So if you can, pick the leg position that you choose that's good for you. And when you're ready, I want you to bring your hands together, palms together in center. We're going to go 5 breaths there. So inhale, exhale. 2 more breaths. That's right. After your 5th, we're going to float your hands off toward the right-hand side, and let's go 5 good breaths there. So working through your left obliques, keep that breath really rhythmic, really strong. Push out strongly on your exhales, which works through your obliques a little more. After your 5th breath there, I want you to float your hands back to center. Give me 5 good breaths there. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Using that really calm, rhythmic breath. After your 5th breath in center, roll your hands to the left, so work a little bit through your right obliques. Beautiful. 5 good breaths there. If your legs get tired as you move, just keep dropping them down to the mat, big toes touching if you need to. After your 5th there, draw your hands back to center, straighten through your legs. Let's go ahead and relax in a forward fold. Phew! I'm already tired. We got a lot more to do. So let your body just relax here. Let your stomach, your abdominal area relax. Roll your shoulders forward. Beautiful. So I got a little bit of a hard movement. We're going to put it in nice and early in class when we have a lot of energy. So when you're ready, come on up with your torso. We're going to float your knees to a tabletop position or to big toes touching. So don't start out straightened up. We're going to inhale, bring your hands together. So palms come together or wrists come together, whatever feels better. Exhale, we're going to roll back. You're going to open up your arms. And then inhale, we're going to extend up, straighten through the arms and legs. So actually, let's go backwards. Inhale, roll back. Beautiful. Exhale, come on up. Let's get 8 more of those in, so a total of 10. So move at your pace. Those are tough. If it's too much to straighten through your legs, keep your knees bent when you float up. So really strong through that lower back, nice and strong and long in your lower back. I'll say it again because that's really important. Don't round through your back. Lengthen as you come up into that boat. So a total of 10, working at your pace. Again, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Beautiful, everybody. That looks great. That's a real tough movement, a real tough stretch. Beautiful. When you're done with your 10, whew, take a really deep exhale, straighten through your legs, fall forward, relax. Recoup a little bit of energy here, so really breathe through this. See if you can come back to a nice relaxed heart rate, a nice calm breath. And let's go 5 more good breaths here. Can you relax through your abdominals? Can you relax through your shoulders? Can you just release your body and let it fall down? If you're in this forward fold and you want to introduce a little bit more work here, good for you. Go ahead and straighten through your legs a little more. Look forward, straighten through your abdominals, and draw your chin towards your big toes, but that's completely optional. If you want to make this a time where you're working hard, great. If you want to make this time where you're relaxing through, definitely value that as well. Wonderful, guys. Come on up with your torso. We're going to move into a bound Navasana, so Baddha Navasana. And when you're ready, we're going to again float your hands behind your back. This time you're definitely going to go for straightening your legs. I want you to wrap your hands around the back of your thighs, the back of your knees, the back of your calves. If you'd like, you can hook your big toes and straighten through there as well. I want you to keep floating your chin towards your big toes so you're lengthening through your lower back. We're going to go 10 good breaths there. I want you to keep that breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, so a total of 10 breaths. If you can, flex your feet actively there, which gets you a nice stretch across the back of your legs as well. Working through a nice, straight, solid lower back. Navel in towards your spine. 10 total breaths, so move at your pace. Beautiful. I love these stretches because it works your upper body, works the back of your legs, works your core, so it's a really well-rounded stretch. When you're done with your 10 breaths, release. Go ahead and lower down for me. Fall forward. We got 10 breaths here in a forward fold. Relaxing through, and I'll say it again, you find the stretch that you want to accomplish here. If you want it to be a real active and working stretch, lengthen through your legs, flex your feet, draw your chin towards your big toes. If you want this to be a really calm stretch, relax through your shoulders, relax through your abdominals, and just let your upper body fall forward. Nice job. One more deep breath there. Looking good, everybody. And from there, go ahead and draw your torso upward. I want you to go ahead and grab a blanket or a towel at home. You guys go ahead and grab your blanket for me. We're going to do a little bit of work with that bound Navasana where we're rolling back into a plow or halasana. So go ahead and open up the blanket. You want to open it up the length direction. You don't want to be sitting on the blanket. Go ahead and sit just a little bit ahead of it and have your blanket long enough so when you roll back, your head and neck will also fall to the blanket. We're going to float right up into that bound Navasana position again. So when you're ready, you can hook your big toes or the back of your calves. And then I want you to do a slight pelvic tilt where you start rolling back. So go ahead and roll back for me, Kristen, and bring your feet overhead. When you're ready, you can hang out for a breath there if you'd like. You're going to try and roll back up. Keep your toes or your legs bound and sit right back up into a boat. Beautiful. Let's get 4 more of those in, moving at your pace. So to me, this is one of those fun moves, and if you need to bend your knees as you roll up, feel free to do that. You really need to engage your core as you're getting up so you don't fall too forward. And this is kind of fun. A lot of people say this reminds me of being a little kid. So a total of 5, engaging core, lengthening when you're in boat, and lengthening, dropping your feet to the mat when you hit plow. So halasana, navasana, beautiful. Nice job. So when you're done with your 5, hang out for a breath or 2 in your final boat, and then go ahead and relax your legs down to the mat and fall forward. Again, falling into that stretch that feels good for you. So you're either relaxing through or you are lengthening through, chin to your big toes. Breath is long and strong, relaxing through your lower back, relaxing through your abdominals, definitely. So you should notice your core pretty actively right now. Gotta love that, guys. When you're ready, draw your torso upward. We're gonna do a little bit of work with a wide angle boat. So once again, leave your blankets where they are because we're gonna need them again in a moment. So once again, you're gonna bend your knees in the center. You can either hook the back of your knees, the back of your calves, or your big toes. We're gonna float open into a wide angle butterfly. Let's just go ahead and, wide angle boat. Let's go ahead and go 10 breaths there. You still want to keep your lower back really straight and strong, so lengthen through that lower back. Your arms should be relaxed, but working to keep your legs there. Try and flex your feet just slightly. That looks good, everybody. So this is a wonderful pose for balance, for strength. Engage your core. It makes such a huge difference. And after your 10 breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, 10 rhythmic, active breaths where you're working through your core while you're breathing. After your 10, bend your knees, draw your legs back to center, so move at your pace, straighten through your legs. Let's go into a nice forward fold here again. Wonderful. So really calm through your breath. Active or passive stretch, it's totally up to you. We're doing a lot of work through core today, so I really want you to see if you can find some energy in between these series in your core and relax through. When you're ready, come on back up into a nice seated position. We're gonna float back to that wide angle boat that we just did. And just as we did earlier, you're gonna roll back into a plow in a wide angle, and then you're gonna sit back up into a boat in a wide angle. So when you're ready, guys, go ahead and float into a wide angle stance. I'm gonna stay toward the back so I'm somewhat out of the way, although that said, I may be more in the way. When you're ready, do that slight pelvic tilt, roll back, float back into a plow, wide angle. Try and keep your legs or your feet bound. And then when you're ready, roll back up. See if you can maintain that wide angle boat. Wow, that's hard. If you need, keep that moving at your pace, a total of 5. If you need to, you can bend your knees as you're rolling back and open up, and then bend your knees back in and open up again when you hit center. So I want you to do what feels good for you. Make sure you're on that blanket so you're protecting your lower back, you're protecting your spine, you're protecting your head and neck. Beautiful. Beautiful. So again, nice and strong through the core. As you roll up, you really pop through your core so that you keep that balance. And work through the arms as well. Nice job, everybody. So a total of 5. When you're done with your 5th one, hang out for a breath or 2 in center. Bring your legs back together again. Straighten them up. Let's fall right into that forward fold. Phew. Relax for a couple of breaths. Nice job. So really utilize your breath here. Full inhales, full exhales. To just let your body fall in towards your legs. And again, if you want to introduce more of a stretch, chin goes towards your big toes, flex your feet slightly. We're going to go 2 more relaxing breaths here. We've done a lot of work with core. We're going to keep it going. Very nice. Nice job. When you're ready, come on back up. I want to do a little bit more work with this wide angle boat. So when you're ready, go ahead and open up into a nice wide angle. We're going to go 5 breaths in center. So go ahead and find the grip that feels good for you. Let's go 5 good breaths in center. Tall on your sit bones, long through your lower back. Nice, calm, rhythmic breath. After your 5th breath, you can either stay there if you're feeling good. Hands come together. Wow, hard through the hip flexors. We're going 5 good breaths there. One more breath, you can do it. Beautiful. Grab your hands as though nothing happened. Regrip your feet. Let's go 5 good breaths again. Beautiful. And after your 5th breath, bring your legs back to center. Let's go for a straight boat. Let's go 10 good breaths there. Chin floats towards your big toes, working through your core. Beautiful. Long through the legs. That's it, Diane. Bend your knees if you need to. If this is a little too much, work through your core after your 10 rhythmic breaths. Bend your knees, release, straighten up through your legs. Nice job, everybody. And go ahead and fall into that easy forward fold. Can you utilize your breath here to really relax through your core? If you inhale, can it expand through your stomach? And when you exhale, can you just release and let everything just relax through your abdominals? Let's go 4 more good breaths here. And then after your 4th breath, slowly draw up with your torso. So we're going to do a little partner work here. Curtis, let's see, Kristen, I think I'm going to go ahead and work with you, and you guys partner up for me as well. So I'm going to come forward with Kristen. If you're working at home and you have a partner, that's great. If you do not, go ahead and approach a wall, and you're going to do your work against a wall. Why don't you guys work together, and you guys work together for me? You go ahead up there, and you guys work on Rhonda's mat if you don't mind. So we're going to do a little partner work with both. So Kristen, I'm going to have our blanket actually in center. So Kristen and I will do it together first, and you're going to go right on your mat for me and turn facing me. If you're working at home, Kristen is my wall, so Kristen's going to be on the wall. So go ahead and sit down just like I am. So this is nice because it gets both of you an extended stretch. We're going to bring the bottoms of our feet together. And when you're ready, we're going to float our feet up, and you're going to go ahead and grab hands. So the closer together we are, the higher up we get in boat. Lengthen through your lower back, and you want to fall back slightly. We're going to go 20 breaths there. Beautiful. So go ahead and release. Everybody get that? So when you're ready, you're either approaching a wall and having your feet flat up against the wall and using your hands behind you to hold that, or drawing your hands up, palms together. When you guys are ready, same thing. So have one of you turn toward the side and put a blanket over here so you guys are at a nice angle for us. Yes. So Curtis, you go ahead and sit there. You got it. Bottoms of your feet come together. You're holding hands because we really love one another in yoga. And when you're ready, float your feet upward. We're going to go 20 breaths there. I'm sticking right with you, Kristen, here. So those nice, rhythmic, calm breaths. Again, if you're working at home, Kristen, release, we're gonna go palms together. This way, you can also go 20 breaths there. So you got a little bit of someone else's weight extending on you if you're working with a partner, or you're working at home, just lengthening through your lower back. Beautiful. Keep that rhythmic breath in and out through your nose. We could just look like a magazine cover, all of us, don't you think? Beautiful, so 20 total breaths. Give me 5 more there. And after your 5th, go ahead and release. Woo, you should feel that through the core. You should feel that through the legs. When you're ready, float on back to your mats for me. I kind of threw that at you guys. You did splendidly. No worries. When you're ready, go ahead and lay down, or sorry, sit down for me and fall back into that forward fold. So just relax over your legs. Wow, so we have an intense class today. We're doing so much with your core, so much with your legs. Phenomenal. You guys are doing wonderful. If you're staying with us at home, you guys here at the studio are doing fabulous also. Let's go 4 more breaths here, nice and relaxed in that forward fold, relaxing through your core. Wonderful. After your 4th breath, go ahead and draw your torso upward. Very nice job. We're going to go back to just a good old traditional boat. So when you're ready, Kristen, I'm going to keep your blanket, by the way. When you're ready, go ahead and sit down. Again, hands are coming behind, toes are touching the mat. You're straightening through your legs. You're going to tabletop, whatever feels good for you. We're going 20 breaths here again. So really working hard through boat today. I really want you to find a position that you can maintain, but know that you're working through the core. Full rhythmic breaths in and out through your nose, or in and out through your mouth. My goodness, in through your nose, out through your mouth. There we go. Start, if you can, with your legs straighter, and as it gets tougher, lower to tabletop, and as it gets tougher again, lower big toes down. Beautiful. So 20 breaths. Whew. If that oblique work felt good for you, move your hands a little bit to the right, move your hands a little bit to the left. Do what you need to do to maintain through those 20 breaths. Drop your hands behind if this is getting too much. Drop your big toes to the mat if this is getting too much. Looking good, everybody. Keep that breath. Keep your count. You know what breath is good for you. Maintain it rhythmically. Try and stay nice and calm. After your 20 breaths, go ahead and release for me. You guys, I'm proud of you. Wonderful. And when you're ready, go ahead and lay down flat on your back. Whew. Diane, smiling. You did great. Go ahead and bend your knees for me. We're going to roll your knees off to the right-hand side, your head to the left-hand side. So you're just rocking your head and knees, and then exhale, swap it up for me. So just rock your head and knees in opposite directions. This gives you a little bit of twist through your obliques, a little bit of relaxation through your stomach. So you're just rocking gently side to side. Keeping that movement with your breath. Your knees can float all the way down to the mat. Your chin can come all the way to the floor, or cheek, I should say, or you can just make that a very slight movement, so you do what feels good for you. You can just go slightly side to side or all the way down side to side. And let's go 2 more breaths, just relaxing through your obliques. And then after your 2nd breath, roll back to center. One last time, I want you to tuck your hands behind your lower back, drive your heels up to the ceiling. Nice and slowly lower your heels all the way down. I gotta get that last little bit of work through your abs. Once you get down there, it's time for Shavasana. Whew, thank goodness, I'm sure some of you are saying. And once you get there, release your hands out from underneath, lay in a nice comfortable position for me. Let's get ready for resting pose. The final pose of class is the most important in yoga, called Shavasana. This is what you've worked the entire class to achieve, an exploration of stillness in action. As you lay on your mat, allow your entire body to come to rest. Let your feet flop open, bring your hands by your sides, palms upward, close your eyes. Let your mind and body relax completely. The purpose of this time is to just be. Be still in your heart, still in your body, still in yourself. Try to remain in this pose for 5 to 10 minutes, finding health and harmony within. Thanks so much for your time and hard work. I know you worked hard. Fabulous job. Namaste.
If you'd like to continue to improve your strength, stamina, flexibility, and balance, order Power Yoga for Athletes. This hour-long video is for yogis who embrace a more active lifestyle. Call 1-866-629-1591 or visit adriennereed.com. For tips and secrets on Power Yoga, visit WUSF.org and click on the Power Yoga icon. You'll find frequently asked questions and show information from Adrienne Reed.